off, Captain.
Got a freighter coming soon. No time to talk.
Council of Governors meet in our very own Aquila City.
Hey, Deputy.
Aquila's really the heart of the Freestar Collective.
That's it then?
Better this than being some dust wrangler on Montara Luna.
Be careful. A simple fall ain't so simple in high gravity.
What's the story on Montara Luna?
That call we got from Wagoner Farm turned out to be a little more interesting than I was expecting. Some men were trying to run the Wagoners off their land. They tried to buy it first, but when that didn't work, they turned to threats. We confronted them, and unfortunately, it came to violence. None of them survived.
You helped someone in need and came back alive. That's a job well done. I agree. Until we see the whole picture, we won't know if Miss Wagner is truly safe. What did you make of these men who were trying to take the farm? If that's true, then someone must have hired them. Now, did you find anything that might give us a lead on why these men wanted the farm? All right. Says here the thief had help from someone inside Hope Tech. Ain't much to go on.
There's something else. They were dressed in Freestar militia uniforms. The unit badge was yellow on black with the number 1. They also said something about being forgotten. They seemed bitter about it, resentful. Didn't you fight in the Colony War, Marshal? Any of that sound familiar?
The 1st Cavalry. I was in that unit for a while. But it was disbanded decades ago. After the Battle of Nera. What was left of it, anyway. The 1st Cavalry lost almost all their mechs and soldiers in a big push to take a United Colonies base. They were just about there when a ceasefire order came down. Both sides had just lost too much by then. It was a bloodbath. The commanding officer of the 1st disobeyed the order. He didn't want the lives of his soldiers to be sacrificed for nothing. They court-martialed him, and the rest of the surviving officers, and locked them all up. I suppose it ain't impossible, but it's real damn unlikely. The unit was pretty much wiped out, and the few that survived ended up in prison after a court-martial for disobeying orders. I don't recall how long the sentence was. The war between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective? Worst conflict the settled systems has ever seen. Each side unleashed terrible weapons on the other. And countless people died. The armistice was signed 20 years ago. But a lot of folks still bear their scars. No, it doesn't. Just raises more questions. It's a good bet that starship thief can help us get some answers. The Hope Tech factory is in Hope Town on Polvo. Nia Kalu's our ranger stationed out there. She can introduce you to Ron Hope, the president of Hope Tech. He might be able to help you find the thief. Just make sure you stay on his good side. He's on the Council of Governors, and they're the ones we answer to. Proud, stubborn, and smart. A self-made man. He built Hope Tech through blood, sweat, and sheer willpower. The ruling body that oversees the Freestar Collective and the Rangers. The council members are the political and corporate elite of the Freestar Collective, so we have to tread lightly when we're dealing with them. Good. The last thing I need is the council breathing down my neck. This is your assignment now, Deputy. Work with the other Rangers. Find out what you can about those men on Montero Luna. Meantime, I'll look into a possible connection with the 1st Cavalry. Good hunting.
Freestar Ranger Niakalu. If anyone is hearing this, system's failing. Need help. I repeat, need help. This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. And that's it. You're cleared to land at Hopetown.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a poem I wrote?
It's
It's called a haiku. I just read about them.
A haiku, huh? Well, sounds exciting. Let's hear it. Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
Please tell me you're here to help, not to try and steal my ship. You need my help. I'd laugh if it didn't hurt so much. I was tracking a crew of outlaws that's been preying on merchant ships. Bastards got the drop on me. I ran them off, but they got a few good hits in. As you can see, I ain't in much shape to make repairs. Repair my ship? Please. Just patch her up enough to get to Hopetown. The rest can get fixed up there. Thanks. I owe you one.
Rangers always got each other's back.
Repair my ship? Please. I'll be fine once the pain medication kicks in. The priority right now is the ship. Can't do my job without it. Thanks. That should get me home. You're right. They were pretty beat up, so I don't think they got real far. But if they make it back to their hideout, I might never find them again. We can't let that happen. They look to be heading for Polvo's moon Miatha. Good hunting.
Home sweet home.
I'm sure they're sad to see you go.
Airlock integrity looks good. Docking seal released.
Leave no one alive. You can try and run.
Watch it. They have regained their weapons.
Die! Die! Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. You're clear to land.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
I don't want to hear any complaints. Keep an eye on your valuables. You can't protect your own.
Except now, all she does is goes on and on about how her youngest has made it. Tells everyone you met the Ron Hope.
I mean, Ron Hope's, well, friendly. And but everyone on the factory floor wants it on occasion. It's not that big of a deal.
My brother, the big shot at Hope Tech.
Let's get you settled in.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Howdy.
Excuse me. A little desperate here. This is such a long shot.
This was literally
All right, Adela.
until Ron Hope
Deep
came
breath. Oh, God. I'm just great. Grand, really. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse. Where to start? So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face? You get it then. So I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment, slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since. I don't know. I was just flying for my life. But some bad people want it. It gets even worse. A tracker just landed and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker?
a member of the Trackers Alliance. You know, bang bang, dead or alive bounty hunters? I don't know. I don't want anyone to get hurt, but he may not give you any choice. The company is, well, a real train wreck. I'm amazed they even have my last name on file. For once, working for such a dump is a good thing. You are the best! This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much. He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe. Thank you.
Ron Hope's the best thing that's happened to us.
Do you need something? I like it here. Very few rules. People know how to look the other way. And so many strangers coming and going all the time. A good place for business. Do you agree? It is no neon, this is true. I have a small package that needs delivery to Aquila City. I need someone discreet. Not too many questions. Does it matter? Truly? I know little about you, you know little about me. This is the way I like it. Speak your mind. That doesn't mean I should tell you. No, that's okay. I think I got it. I'm still willing to talk. I hear you. If you must know, let's just say the Trade Authority fully approves of this endeavor. I will say no more than that. Illegal is a strong word. Here in Hopetown, I have taken care of things. In Aquila City, a much different story. I ask you, should smuggling really be a crime? The package is contraband. If the authorities find it, it will not be good. If your ship has space for special cargo, then getting through security will be much easier. Can you handle a job like this? Shielded cargo space. Lots of it. Much more than you need. Makes things easier to hide from scans. If you can acquire a signal jammer, those are good too. If you upgrade your ship with shielded cargo space, come back to me.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Hi, mister. Moss says we might get a ball one day.
Sorry, I can't play right now.
Off-worlders. Nothing ever good comes from them. Just keep it holstered and we'll get along fine.
You made it. Those outlaws didn't give you too much trouble, I trust? I can walk, talk, and breathe without too much pain. That's good enough for me. Good. I'm sure it didn't hurt that I softened him up for you. You've got good timing. A courier just came in from Aquila. The Marshal sends his regards along with a briefing on your case. I was surprised as hell to learn about the starship theft. Nobody said a word to me about it. Anyway, Mr. Hope can see us whenever you're ready. If you need to take a little time first, feel free. No, and I can't get answers as to why not. I'm sure Mr. Hope has his reasons. Sure, I'll be right here when you want to head up.
Trucks in space! Their motto always cracks me up.
You walk the factory floor? It's impressive stuff. You ever check out the prices at Trident? You could buy like a fleet of Hoptech ships for the same price.
If you get the credits, we got what you need. Welcome to Hoptech Sales. Give me your invoice. You got the financing set up already? Oh, a potential customer, huh? Well, what you need to know about our ships is they're from stern to bow, built for reliability. Other star yards might got glitz or some weird crazy lines. With Hoptech, you get people that care about you making that 300th freight run safely and on time. Listen, this whole system was nothing until Ron Hope came here. He gave us a purpose, a mission. Something we could be proud of. To us, this job is life. And the quality of what we make shows it. A smart person chooses substance over form every time. Sound familiar? So what are you in the market for? I worked the freight lines flying a Hoptech ship for near a decade. Gertrude saw me through plenty of scrapes and just hard travel. Hoptech ships will save your life. They did mine. Our motto is, they're trucks in space. And captains pushing freight through the systems are our bread and butter. But Hoptech builds solid. A lot of formidable scout ships and even military rigs use Hoptech. Sure. Can I help you? Right away.
Our motto is, their trucks, welcome to Hope Tech. How may I help you? If you have an appointment with Ron Hope, he's on the top floor. He's very busy, so if you don't have a meeting scheduled, he may not be available. Miss Anaya can take care of you. She's to my left on this floor. Goodbye.
Please do not interfere with my task. I am programmed to prioritize the completion of my tasks over the safety of your humans.
Yes, what? Pardon.
Workers like to play. Ron Hope's a damned hero in my book.
Excuse me.
Enjoy your visit to Hope Tech. If you'll excuse me, I am on duty. Mr. Hope is a vital part of not only Polvo, but of the entire Freestar Collective.
Yes?
I hope you're having a great visit to Hope Tech.
Sorry, I have a mountain of work. Finally, that contract's out the door. What's next?
As long as you get off a little bit, right? Stay safe.
Just processing another order for pickups.
Almost done with my shift.
How's it going? You ready to head upstairs? His office is upstairs. He's in a meeting, but it should be wrapping up. Come on.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
I'm guessing the Marshal already told you this, but I'll say it anyway. Ron Hope isn't just the founder and president of Hope Tech. He's on the Council of Governors. The Council oversees the Freestar Rangers, so don't rile him up. I've spent a long time trying to build a good relationship with Hope. He comes on a little strong, but there's a lot to admire about the man. Everything you see around you, he built. Pretty much everyone in this town owes him for their livelihood. Can't begin to imagine the kind of pressure that must put on someone. All I'm saying is, try to show a little respect. All the way up. Is it just me, or does every executive in the settled systems have an office on the top floor? I guess being above everyone makes them feel like they're, well, above everyone.
Contract with scavengers, maybe, but that's a decision that's got to be made upstairs.
Well, talk to Elaine about the scavengers. It's not a bad idea, provided we get a good deal. And I don't mean a fair deal. I mean a good deal. Remember, it's not just our bottom line that matters. We're also responsible for the welfare of everyone in the factory. Look out for our people here, Merchant. That's a point of great personal pride.
Excuse me, Mr. Hope?
Well now, the Free Star Rangers. At last! Damn, good to see you here. I think we're done here, Merchant.
Yes, sir.
This is the deputy I told you about.
Splendid. Splendid! It's a noble calling, being a Free Star Ranger. We certainly could use more of you. I'm sure I don't have to tell you what an outrage it is to have a ship stolen right out of the factory. Justice must be done, and the sooner the better.
I changed the order. One time after construction begins. And
That's good news. I'll send my people over to bring it home. Of course, that doesn't mean your work is done. I want the thief found and prosecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm sure I don't need to remind you of my position on the Council of Governors. I'm glad we understand each other.
I'd take Ron Hope over Benjamin Bayou any day of the week. Looks like we got a job to do.
Now, tell me that you've at least got a lead of some kind. Though what happened after the ship was taken doesn't concern me. What does concern me is making sure that this doesn't happen again. Well, I'm not sure I can be much help, but I'll answer whatever questions I can. Because I told them not to. If word got out, it would do irreparable harm to our image. I'm in fierce competition with other starship manufacturers. Any sign of weakness could be fatal. What's more, every starship thief in the settled systems would likely flock to Hopetown and start planning the next heist. What? Nonsense! We vet our people thoroughly here. Hopetech holds its employees to the very highest standards. Nevertheless, I suppose I could have Cosette conduct a thorough personnel review. Rest assured, if we turn up any evidence that one of our people was an accomplice, I'll let you know. We questioned everyone who was in the building when it happened, and not one person seems to have seen anything at all. Frankly, I think that's both highly unlikely and more than a little suspicious. However, I can't deny there are times when the hangar is empty, so it's not inconceivable the thief could have slipped in unseen. No, nothing at all. It was just a standard HopeTech cargo holder. Not that it didn't have great value, mind you. HopeTech builds some of the most durable and reliable starships in the settled systems. Now, you can bet my ships last twice as long as anything Stroud Eklund makes. Very well. I need you to understand something, Deputy. This town is home to men, women, and children who depend on HopeTech for a living. I provide jobs that put food on their tables and a roof over their heads. It's a responsibility that I take very seriously. If word gets out about the stolen ship, my investors will lose trust, and my workers will pay the price. I can't allow that.
You've got a reputation for looking after your own, Mr. Hope. I'm sure the deputy here will keep that in mind.
Is that so? Well, I'm glad to hear it. I've worked hard to make sure that everyone here is well cared for. I'm glad we understand one another.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Hope, but there's been a development.
Not now, Cosette. I'm in the middle of something.
But sir, we have new information. I've just received a report that the stolen ship was seen landing at Neon just after the theft.
A breakthrough at last. Well, Deputy, it sounds like you'll be heading to Neon, which means I can get back to work. Remember what we discussed. My people are depending on you.
Hey, can I get a word? That wasn't as helpful as it could have been. Still, at least you know where to pick up the trail. Yeah, me too. So, guess you're headed for Neon. There's a ranger stationed there. Name's Jalen Price. He's a little different than the rest of us. But Neon's a different kind of place. He's what I'd call a pragmatist. He sees things for what they are. He's also well connected, which means a lot on Neon. You should listen to what he tells you. It'll keep you out of trouble. Well, we could talk for an hour about that. The short version would be that crime, law, and justice don't exactly mean the same things there. The badge doesn't carry the same weight on Neon, so you might have to get creative. He should be able to help you out. Well, we've both got work to do. It was good to meet you, Deputy. Thanks again for helping me out up there. I'll be taking it easy for a couple of days. Need time to heal up. Then, I need to get back up there and keep an eye out for more pirates. I'm hoping to track one of their ships so I can find their hideout. Guess we could both use a little luck, huh?
Well, no, but, your people are just...
Yeah, the question of who helped the starship thief is still an open one. Don't you worry. I'll keep an ear to the ground. You be careful in Neon.
My soul breaks. If we distract ourselves with other matters, our edge dulls. But if something happens right in front of my people, we will call it.
Thank you, Cosette.
Any changes on the next order? Forget is prepping as we speak.
No, pretty simple. Standard with extra cargo.
Are you sure?
I changed the order. One time after construction begins, and I get all this badgering. Yes, I'm sure.
Just 3 more to go until break.
Oh no, Hope Tech needs brave new innovations. We're so much more than space freight. Well, all of them. I've been with Mr. Hope since near the beginning. I think he appreciates my attention to detail and my focus on the fundamentals. Although he has been hinting that the R&D budget may dry up if I don't produce results. Oh, it's marvelous. Generally, they only care about efficiency, cost-effectiveness, and reliability. Oh, sure, there are the odd complaints about comfort and lack of decent airflow, but they almost always side with the numbers. Oh yes. Goodbye, is it?
Hello.
My company only uses Hoptech ships. Never had a problem.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't
Don't
protect
spring
your
for the
own,
extended warranty.
you don't belong
You
here.
just won't need it.
We'd be dust, except for the factory.
Okay. Hello.
Hey, pardon.
Why did I ever take this job? Why?
Hello.
Anything going on?
Okay, hello.
So, nothing to do then?
No.
Howdy.
Good day.
I was thinking of doing some target practice later. Shoot up some bottles.
I'm in.
Hey,
Payday is always a good day.
You're still
You here for
commuting,
commerce?
right?
Or another bored tourist?
I'm on the list.
Some rules. If there's one place there's some law and order in this town,
Some of
it's
the
here.
underperformers really
Don't even think about stealing anything. No haggling. The price is the price. And might be some other rules. Don't be an ass.
But even management doesn't like kicking people on the street.
Then we won't have any problems. If you need weapons, the best defense is the only place in town. You may be thinking this place is a dump, but the hardware isn't. Lots of customers pass through. We got something for everyone. There ain't any handouts here. You need to protect what's yours. But if you do, you can be your own person. I'll take that over being a corporate drone any day of the week. A lot of my business is with travelers. Hopetown's the only patch of civilization anywhere near here. So I have to stock things that hit a little bit harder than home defense. What are you looking for?
Yes.
As vital as spaceships are to these settled systems, everything would grind to a halt without the Trade Authority. If I am not mistaken, you are new here. I hope you find Hope Town as full of opportunity as the Trade Authority does. A marvelous place, truly laissez-faire. If you have any difficult cargo to unload, I'm happy to oblige. A little of this, a little of that. Anything we can do to facilitate trade. Security and I have come to a very equitable arrangement, beneficial to all parties. It is true that the Trade Authority is just terrible at inspecting cargo manifests. We really plan on getting better about that one day. So, do you need anything? I've never been much for offices or a storefront. But here, people from all over the system come here. A true crossroads. I'll take any cargo you want to unload.
Hey, when you get a moment, can we talk?
Yes, what?
What are you up to? I'm new in town. You look like you just got here too, right? What's your name, stranger? Might buy you a drink.
Need something delivered. Someplace tricky.
My friend, I specialize.
A little of this, a little of that. I like to keep busy.
Like wine?
Friends call me Ernesto. Actually, everyone does. Because it's my name and all. And you? Fahim, huh? Came in on that ship, the Markup? I bet you didn't know it. But I'm a tracker. And I'm here for your bounty. Two ways this can go. You know the drill. Bounty says you made off with a haul of medical supplies, meant for orphans, or something. I get a bonus if I turn the shipment in sight unseen. I figure they're in the markup. Looks like a place that doesn't mind some color. Or you can surrender. I trank you up, deliver you, they kill you. Nobody ever picks that option. I don't deal with smugglers and no-good types. Well, I do, but more violent-like. My word's my bond. So you didn't shoot your way off Neon, Fahim? The bounty is pretty damn clear. But something don't sit right with me. Not sure what. Maybe. Maybe not. It's not easy. But I don't kill people that don't need killing. Slag steel, huh? Well, I guess that don't make any sense. People do say that about me. All right, I'm not taking you in. But that just means somebody else will. Whatever you were shipping, you got to return it. The next tracker probably won't be as upstanding as I am. Suit yourself. But you may want to re-up your life insurance policy. One more drink and it's liftoff.
If you need anything, just ask for me. Sal. Looks like another newcomer. Welcome to the pit stop. We have a little bit of everything. What, brings you to Hopetown? Well, I heard there's someone at the Best Defense looking for someone. No idea what it's about. I think his name is Suds. Suds? Yeah, you can't miss him. Word of warning, it can get a little rowdy here. Keep your gun holstered and there won't be any problems. Hardly. A lot of my patrons just got done with a shift. Throw some of the hard stuff in there, well, fists may fly, but they're good people, so please, don't hurt them too bad. Well, you just became my favorite customer. You need anything? We got more than booze here. People like to grouse, but truth is, Hopetown's the brightest spot on this planet. Deep down, all of us are beyond grateful to Mr. Hope. But the workers work hard and play hard too, so it's best not to drop your guard. Most people come from hard work on the farms, and Hope Tech is light years better than that. But it could be better. Anytime people start getting upset, Hope Tech changes things. But it seems to me they're just doing the bare minimum to keep the workers happy. There was a deep hauler said she picked up some sort of distress call in the Charybdis system. Responding to distress calls can be quite lucrative if your ship can handle itself. There's almost always a few visitors here for Hope Tech, but mainly it's all us locals trying to get by. You got it.
Excuse me. Just letting off some steam for the next shift.
I meant I have everything except that. See Carlos at the Best Defense. Tell him Sal sent you. Listen.
This place. You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it.
This can't be. I feel sick. I feel like I can finally breathe again. Thank you.
See my son? Kids run all over the place. Sorry.
You think? I mean, of course they will. Oh, God. I don't mean to be ungrateful and all, but I really, really need to go. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry if I'm a little out of it. Didn't get much sleep last night. Lillian and me, I tried talking with her and I lost my cool. Got a little heated. I know I woke Cora up. Well, up until a few years ago, she kept hoping we'd get back together. I mean, Lillian and I stayed married longer than we should have for Cora's sake. But we really weren't doing Cora any favors there. I don't mind spending some extra time with you. No, I'm careful about that. I mean, I try and not put down Lillian within earshot, which, well, isn't that hard, really? Lillian, she's an incredible woman. Truly. But it is always, and I mean always, about the job. When she bleeds, Freestar colors spill out. And back when I was a ranger, we were quite the team. Yeah, I'm meant to be on my own, exploring the great beyond. It calls to me. Maybe it's Solomon saying hello. But one day, I was just done. No particular reason. It had been building for a long time. See, I tried to convince Lillian to leave it behind, come with me. She shot me down. Hard. Hurt my pride. More than a little. But she was probably right. Not for a second. And she's right. Lillian is where she's meant to be. She always wants to fight the good fight. And the Rangers are lucky to have her. We were making each other miserable. And that wore on poor Cora, too. It's funny, our latest argument started because Lillian thinks I'm putting Cora in too much danger traveling with you. I told her what you told me, that Cora's just blossoming with all this. With Sarah, you, heck, even Walter. I just know Cora has futures I could never dream of. But Lillian, not so much a fan of you. That kinda set me off. Late-night stakeouts, shootouts with a lot of leftover adrenaline. Well, we were never lacking in chemistry. Compatibility, on the other hand... Nah, don't be. It's always something. Cora's been stood up a time or two by Lillian. Always for the best reasons. Last time, I think, Lillian got a medal for it. But at a certain point, Lillian's excuses don't matter. Poor Cora cried for a week. I don't want to put her through that again. If I do that, you all might want to invest in some industrial-strength earplugs. And for now, Lillian's going straight to voicemail, so everyone can sleep easy.
Offholders. You ready to do some business? Goodbye, I guess.